No, that is good enough, but I much prefer the other method, the boogeyman, as in written this way. Because of the crimes involving insects. You know, I mean, you look at this fucking crime. Do you really think that? Again, whatever I think. Just because that sounds cooler. So one case, you know what, the number doesn't show that, but it's that boogeyman stays there. That's, by the way, the title is what it is. Actually, surprisingly inspired one. Because that's the point, the embodiment of all the video is the criminals are not going to use the concept of a boogeyman to do crimes of impunity to me, which seems to be the case. Maybe career criminals. I wouldn't be surprised small career criminals, but they're almost certain small things, anything, drug dealers, small petty theft. Don't talk about actual career criminals in the big sense, organized criminals. Again, just what I argued there on the thing. And even in what I said, I don't know. It's possible. Possible, absolutely. It's something that type of thing that I would point out to do. As I said, I don't know. Something about the lines of nothing to gain or to lose a lot, no matter how you slice it. Particularly the inherent nature of this crime, which is enough crime to be dealt with by police forces that would be capable of dealing with that, and there would be a career opportunity for any ambitious law enforcement officer. As I said, everything to lose, nothing to gain at all. A lot to lose. Somehow, because organized crime usually said to be very pragmatic. So that's my whole argument on the video. Don't know why I'm coming up with that today. As I said, in the video to a reference to some of the macabre crimes and things that said to me during the night, which led to the actual main point of the video, which is criminals keep trying to incriminate, business shit that is, keep trying to incriminate career criminals in this. They might not quite deal with the outcome because, by the way, as I said, there's a point also the fact that I very much don't intend to give business shit an ally, especially when they can hurt me, possible, but that's secondary. The main point is that, and to be fair, as I said to you, I'm saying that they're not. I'm just saying that I don't know. Is it possible? Absolutely, you should investigate this crime, and if it is, it's maybe possible not to see. But and even good leverage with police, leverage to articulate things with politicians, with the public, with everybody else. What I'm saying is I don't see that they gain anything. And besides that, everything else fits in line for business shit. The line, they're fitting with what they do, to scare me into compliance is textbook what they do every time, right? You see them using, as in Argentina, racial slur against themselves to pretend to be part of a group, which makes as much sense as you would expect. So, as I said to you, the usually scary people don't try to be scary as well, which, I mean, some do. Well, it's complicated, but the issue is, as I pointed out that to you, and the important part is the thing on the line between those only incidents. I mean, there's as much crime as there always is, but there's only individual incidents as of recently. Even the things on the phone and everything else is very in line with what they always do. I don't know if there was a trigger there. Maybe it was. I just not made aware of. Nothing they'll consciously be saying with this. Even the fact that a recent event with the macabre crimes coming up with a scene that I was not even thinking about. And I point out how weird that felt to me, just like today. And, their whole pussyfooting until you can have an idea of furling, the brave way that the old business is. All of that is explained there in detail, and it's found like a wonderful thing, a wonderful title, because, as I said, it embodies the things. Like, they are criminals because they're part of this crime. They might even be career criminals, like criminals who are already criminals anyways, which means the police could be using this crime as a way to get them arrested for not only this, but other previous offenses. But no boogeyman. Might even be organized criminals for it as well, as I said, I don't know. But I'm just pointing that out, that this is what PlayStation keep trying to sell it to you consistently throughout, which I don't see how that beneficiates any organized things at all, but most importantly, that creates a supposed boogeyman that they can try to shove things, criminals be criminals, is my terminology before, and that's not happening. Okay, I will point out also businesses themselves in their behavior and expressions throughout the immense number of heads of criminals you see every day. The expressions, the jokes, the levity of it all, how much, as I said, my pain and suffering is an incredible amusement, and entitlement. Beautiful. Just be advised on that, as well as the entitlement, that's the correct word, alongside the rest. So as I said, stuck on the line. And about, more importantly, beautiful point to finish as well, the idea that I'll be apologetic to either drugs or crime in general is laughable. And because it's laughable, I don't think I need to indulge on that. It's just laughable, period. Okay? So that's what it's the point. Another thing. Empty. What happened? Well, what was today's day? Oh. Like, Justin showed up, really. Did I say the word motherfucker there a couple of times? It'll make a huge deal or difference. I'm gonna leave anyways. I need to deal with the baby and deal with Chip. But I want to know if it's a holiday, because if it is, I need to see how I'm gonna do the bathing on the bus. Either way.